What's up, Cancer? Welcome to my channel. My name is Echo Moon. Today I am bringing you your second half of February love reading. This is going to be for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Sorry, needed some lip gloss. Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and it's a general love reading, so it's going to apply to both singles and couples. Take what resonates with your situation and leave what does not. We're going to start off with the Oracle spread. Clear that out, then we're going to do the Tarot spread. Okay, two separate spreads. Sometimes they resonate together, sometimes they don't. So again, take whichever resonates with you and leave what doesn't. Let's start off with one card pull from this deck. Let's see what the message that comes out for you, Cancer, for the second half of February. You have the Art of Seduction. So whether you guys are feeling in a sexy, zexy mood right now, you know, you're flirty, you feel good, you feel confident, you know, you feel desirable, or you have somebody around you that's having that effect on you, okay, where they're using their words to draw you in, where they have that certain je ne sais quoi, okay, and you're attracted to it, and they're attracted to you. Let's go ahead and pull out a few oracle cards here. We have Imagine. We have Yin. We have Y. That card, man. The Y card, I just. So, for those of you who are single, like I said, you might have somebody in your midst right now who's flirting with you. They're showing interest. You intuitively feel the connection. They're on your mind. You know, you're kind of, imagining how things would be, you know, if you guys were together, or if you guys hooked up, or, you know, how they might be in the sack. Let's be real. We think about that too when we think about, you know, people we possibly might get into a relationship with, or even just hook up with. You're just curious, okay? At the end of the day, not a bad thing, and this is a judgment-free zone, okay? But overall, with the Yin energy, this is feminine energy. This is your energy, Cancer. This is all about receptivity. This is all about tapping into your intuition, okay? Then we have Y. So some of you guys are kind of questioning, like, what's this person's intentions? What's their intentions behind the things that they're saying to me, okay? And those of you who are doing the flirting, again, you're feeling this person, or you're just feeling confident to the point where, you know what, you're just testing out the waters to see, okay, can I draw this person in? And if I can, then I can, you know, kind of like making sure that you still have it. Those of you who are in a relationship, you know, you guys could be bringing back that love, bringing your sexy back into the relationship. You know, instead of imagining how things used to be, it's kind of like things are actually starting to come into fruition for you, where it's just like you're making each other feel very much, you know, you're bringing the passion back. All right. Now, what connects you and this other person is unfinished symphony. So you have some unfinished, unresolved issues, unresolved questions that you need answers to. Okay. Whether this person be someone that you knew from a past life, and that's why you have that connection with them, where you just feel like you're automatically like that magnetism. Okay. But overall, there's something that needs to be put to completion. And that's where the questioning is coming from, where it's just like, you know, what was the purpose of us getting together when it's going to just, you know, be a certain kind of way? Why do I feel like, you know, for some, it could be just like, you know, you might have been dealing with the person in the past, or you could have been having a, you know, little flirty thing going on with the person in the past, but then they could have drew back from you. So that's where it's just like you're imagining, like, you know, of course they're playing on your mind. You're tapping into your intuition, trying to figure out like what the hell is going on with this person. But there's unresolved tension there. There's unresolved, you know, like energy that needs to be put to rest. Whether that means you just need to screw it out, okay? All right? Let's be honest. Whether you just need to sex it out, whether you need to talk it out, whether you need whatever you need to do. But however it comes off, it's going to come from a place of compassion, and your words, as well as their words, can go either way. Your words, their words, at the end of the day, they have power behind them. So when you do speak to this other person, flirt with them, whatever the hell you're doing with them, like, just be mindful of the power that you have right now that's surrounding your energy. Okay? Let's clear that out. Give me 1 second. I just need some water. All right. Let's do it. I sounded like a man. Like, ah. All right, let's get into this spread. We're going to lay out the cards first, and then we're going to go over them after. Your current situation, you show up in your current situation. I love it. I freaking love it. Your challenge, we have the Tower. Okay. The action you need to take to overcome your challenge, we have Temperance. Okay, some major arcanas here. The lessons you need to learn from one another is the Three of Cups. How they feel about you is Strength. The outcome is the King of Swords. Excuse me, not the King of Swords, the Page of Swords. Sorry. Right. So you show up in your element. Right now you are feeling definitely like yourself. A lot of you guys are. You guys know which direction it is that you're heading in. You're taking action when it comes to your love life. You're not sitting around anymore, because in the past, you may have been sitting around and waiting and not taking action, but all of a sudden there's a change that comes in, and that's where the Tower comes in. And that's the challenging energy, where it's just like something wasn't moving the way it should have. So now the universe stepped in and had to break down that foundation. It's a lesson though. You know what I mean? It's just like you have to learn from that lesson. And I feel like you are learning from that lesson. Your advice is to come from it from a balanced approach. Okay? From a spiritually and emotionally approach. Balance that out. You know, do things in moderation. Don't overdo it. But do things in moderation. Some of you guys could be dealing with a Leo. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius, or you can be dealing with the Aries. And I say Aries because the Tower is Mars energy, and that's the planet that rules Aries. Okay? So some of you guys could be dealing with a fire sign, or even an air sign, a Leo, Gemini, Aquarius. I'm sorry. Not to dismiss air signs. Either way, ultimately at the end of the day, your advice is to find a balance between what you feel emotionally, what you feel spiritually, your beliefs when it comes to love, your beliefs when it comes to your relationship. Because right now you're in full Cancer mode. So you're in your energy, you're in, like I said, you're in your element. So it's just like you can rebuild that tower. It's definitely rebuildable. There's a lesson that was behind that, all right? And we're going to get a clarifier. What lessons that you can learn from one another is having fun, going out, having a good time, not taking things too seriously. How they look at you, they feel like you are a strong person. At the end of the day, you are strong. You are a leader. When you have your mind set on something, you go after it. You take the initiative. And with the outcome being the Page of Swords, there's understanding here. There's a message of understanding. So whether you're explaining to somebody however it is you feel, or you're clarifying something for them that they may feel confused about, or you're just getting the clarity that you need to understand what the relationship between you and this other person is and what it's about, if it's about anything, that's where the Page of Swords is. Let's pull out some clarifiers. And you can see this, right? All right, so I'm going to just spread it just a little bit so we can pull out the clarifiers. Yeah, those of you who are in a relationship, it's like there was growth, but someone wasn't making a change. One of you guys was evolving and trying to move forward and trying to progress the relationship, but the other person was holding you back. So that's where the Tower energy comes in. And it throws you off, but it doesn't throw you off for long, because you're going to find that balance, and you're going to get back on your chariot, and you're going to take care of your home, take care of your heart, and take care of what's valuable to you. Okay? But if you're in a relationship, then you need to bring the va-va-voom back. You need to bring the love back. You need to bring the fun times back. You need to bring that thing back, that old thing back. Okay? For those of you who are single, pretty much the same thing, where it's just like, you know, something that you wasn't expecting, either a person that you were dealing with in the past or a person that you're talking to now. You know, they might have somebody else. They may be in a relationship. You heard things that caused kind of like a dent in your ego. You know what I mean? It kind of shattered your ego a little bit. But you know what? It's just like, at the end of the day, I'm going to pick myself up, dust myself off, you know, have a good time, because I don't want to sit here and wallow in sorrow. I'm strong and I'm confident. And I'm going to tell it how it is. And this is for the singles. All right, let's clarify. Next month, I think I'm going to split them up. Like, not within the same reading, but literally separate readings. All right, let's lay out the cards and then go over it. Chariot, clarifying that is Judgment. Nice. Clarifying the Tower is the Five of Cups. Okay. Clarifying Temperance is Justice. You got some major arcanas in here. Clarifying the Three of Cups is the Ten of Wands. Clarifying Strength is the Six of Wands. And clarifying the Page of Swords is the Four of Swords. Yeah, like I said, some of you guys were going through an evolution, a rebirth. Okay? That's where the Judgment comes in. Phoenix rising from the ashes, as they say. But there was a rebirth that had to happen. And no matter what, especially with the Judgment and the Tower coming in here, there was no stopping it. It's like the universe had to come in and intervene. All right? So whatever past energies that were lingering, that you were holding on to in your relationship, or when it came to love, you're letting that go now. Like I said, you're evolving. If you're in a relationship, the person that you're with, they're not evolving. Okay? Or it can go vice versa. But when it comes to the challenge, it's like, stop looking at the past. Stop looking at the things that did not work out. Don't look at what came out of the blue and just hit you. Let that go. Don't wallow in sorrow. Balance is what this is all about with your action. It's balance. Some of you guys are getting a divorce. When it comes to your relationship, you're going through court issues with the Judgment and Justice here. Some of you guys could be dealing with the Libra as well. But either way, some of you guys are going through a court matter. Whereas somebody could have been not who you thought they were, and however you want to look at that, you know what I mean? Lies, cheating, whatever. But they wasn't who you thought they were. You put yourself in a situation where it's just like, you sat back, you wanted to see if there was longevity there, but ultimately things just came to an end. Like it needed to. Okay? But it's going to balance itself out. What you guys can learn from one another ultimately is to let go of things that you feel that are burdening you, and to have a good time. How this person sees you, like I said, they see you as confident. You know, whatever you put your mind to, you succeed at. You're successful. They admire that about you. Or they will admire that about you if you're not in a relationship. The outcome is you're at peace. You have a peace of mind because you're able to speak your mind. You're able to get the clarity that you need. The message that you needed to hear. If you're dealing with a court settlement, you got news, or you're going to be getting news, you're going to be getting news that's going to put your mind at ease. Right now, you're trying not to think about it though. You're trying to just focus in on the situation at hand. For those of you who are not dealing with the court situation, You know, again, you're evolving, you're going through a transformation. You need to find balance, not look at the past and not look at what damaged you or hurt you. Drop whatever burdens that you felt that you're carrying around now. Some of you guys are, you know, being that reliable, loyal person, and, you know, you might just be taking on a little bit too more, biting off a little bit more than you could chew. So ultimately, lighten it up, have a good time, okay? At the end of the day, you're feeling confident, you're feeling powerful, and you're feeling strong. Same thing with the outcome. Singles or couples, doesn't even matter. You're hearing news where it gives you clarity. So this other person could be telling you how they feel. You could be telling the other person how you feel. You're getting answers to your questions on why this tower situation could have happened. But either way, it's not putting you in the sense of the Five of Cups energy anymore. It's putting you in the sense of, my mind is at ease. I'm good now. Okay? Cancer, thank you for your time. Please like, subscribe, comment below. Let me know if this resonates with you. Personal readings, if you want one, the information is in the description box below, or you can email me. In the meantime, you guys, I do wish you many blessings, and I do wish you love and light. Catch you later.